So Nelly's ex-girlfriend, Chantel Jackson, revealed she broke up with him hoping that they'll get back together and they'll be closer. But instead, Nelly ended up getting back with Ashanti, getting married, and having a family. I guarantee you it was probably a group of her friends that encouraged her and promoted the idea of play games with him, girl. Go ahead and break up with him. Make him earn you back. Make him show you that he wants you. Too many times you're watching these movies and these fairy tales where you expecting a guy to pull up outside of your window, throw rocks in a limousine and be singing all these songs and have a band outside and go above and beyond and go along to get along just to try to get you back. As opposed to men doing what they should do all along. Like who likes you. We ain't got time to be playing games. So this is a message. Stop playing with people's hearts. Stop playing games. Have a sense of emotional maturity. Have a sense of growth about you, because you're going to end up like her.
Watch this.
Let's put a scenario.
Watch this. You need help. I don't. So if you need help.
How do you know I need help?
You on public assistance.
How do you know I need help?
If you wasn't on.
How do you know I need help?
Because you found out. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you how.
You can't do that. You got to get the professionals
Then get
involved.
on public assistance.
You need an attorney. You need a therapist.
I don't need an attorney. I have a job. Get a job.
Nah, B, let me explain to you.
No,
what
let me
if she's
explain.
unfit? This is the legal way of doing it.
Okay,
This is the problem
but
with black people, Hispanics.
It doesn't
our
matter.
culture.
If I go to
We
work,
need to do
you can
stuff
go
the
to work.
legal way, bro.
But we don't have legal.
Yes.
Then why you on public assistance? You need help.
It does not matter if you need help.
That's
You
I fumbled the man I probably should have married. And I'm making this post so that y'all don't do the same thing that I did. This is an accountability post.
Ooh, accountability. That's pretty strange, but I like it.
I met him on Hinge, and this was back when the algorithm was working a lot better, and it was like 2022, I believe. I didn't like his profile. I just knew he was gonna like me, and the next day he did. Normally I name names, but just in case he has a new girl and they're at peace, I don't want to disrupt his situation, so I'm not gonna name his name. But anyway, we met up quickly, we went on a date, and we ended up being like glued to each other pretty fast. We were like in a relationship within like a month, I believe. He locked it down. He was not trying to see me single. This man was fine. He was like 6'3", buff, long hair. He looked like Roman Reigns.
She fumbled the guy because she felt like something was missing. The guy was perfect. She said society would probably have given him a solid 9. He was basically, for the most part, what she wanted. But she just felt like something was missing. You know what that something is? Chaos. She was literally living happy. And the fact that he wasn't arguing with her, there was no argument, there was no chaos. She couldn't stay with him. She could have probably been married, but no, she wants to fight. And you know what's the funny part? If they were having arguments, she still wouldn't stay.
How much money do you make from all this? Can you say?
I'd say 2 to 3K a month.
2 to 3K a month.
Well, last month was good. I think I made like 4K.
That's not that good.
That's good.
That's not good.
Why?
That's actually very not good. I thought you would make more. I thought you'd like, I don't know.
I don't know why you're trying to diss me. What's your credit score? Do you know it or no?
No.
You have a debit card or just
Yeah.
your dad's?
My dad's.
Makes sense. And how much money does he give you a month?
It's just like unlimited. Yeah.
Unlimited.
I like always have access to it.
So we
You know
should
what I
probably make you pay for
mean? No,
all
thank
that
you.
shit.
Would you guys date a man that says he's the prize?
No. Because that's so cringe. Like, the women are the prize. They're the
Exactly.
ones that make the babies. They go through the hardest things in life, honestly. I feel like guys who say that should be more humble, because why do you think you're the prize? I don't know.
So then don't you think it should be like vice versa? Women should also be humble if they're the prize?
I feel like I've never heard a woman say that, though.
Yeah.
You guys just said it.
Now, my girl has a lot of positive character traits, but the thing that allowed us to even speak in the first place is a sore point that I feel like a lot of girls really need to work on. So me and my girl followed each other on Instagram for almost a year prior to ever speaking. And from we started following each other, like I never really had intention of ever speaking to her or anything like that. It was a little bit situational in the way that we started talking. But for the year that I had her on Instagram, I would like passively pay attention to the things that she was posting. And she never really had a social media presence. Like she had a few pictures posted on her page, barely ever posted any stories. If she did, it was her in the gym after her workout. And I bring this up because I feel like this is a sore point for a lot of women. Whether you realize it or not, your social media presence is keeping you single. I've seen so many physically attractive women that their social media presence is just so off-putting. The provocative pictures that you post just scream, "Do not wife me." All those quotes and memes that you post on your story that you think are so funny, they're not funny. The "I'm a princess, I deserve everything" rhetoric is played out. It's been annoying. It just screams like you're not going to be a viable partner. You're the type of person that you're just going to be selfish and you want everything done for you and you're not prepared to reciprocate or do anything for your partner. You in the club shaking while all of your girls are smacking it, it's a no for me. The way a girl acts when she's single is the most accurate representation of who she is. There's so many girls that I have and see on Instagram that I don't know anything that's going on in their life, but I know when they're single and I know when they're in a relationship because they'll act like a complete and then all of a sudden their content just completely changes. Next thing you know, they're back to being it's like, I know you got in a relationship, your man told you, yo, cut all that out, and then you guys broke up and now you're doing all the same that you were doing before.
Now we've gone from guys should be gentlemen and pay for dinner, right? We've gone from that, which by the way, I always tell you, do the coffee, do minimal expenses on date one so you can vet who's there for you and who's not. But it's gone from, open my door for me and come pick me up and pay for the meal to now they want you to pay for her hairstylist, her nails, and all of her date prep that involves her having to get ready to go on that date. And then, so what's going to happen? She's going to look at you and say, well, I don't really like him, but he gave me the money for the date prep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'll go on the date. And then afterward, I'll just go out with my friends and I'll be all decked out. Right. And then she's on the prowl looking for her real date that night. They do it all the time.
I understand how modern women want things to go. I want a man to do this. I want a gentleman to be that. And a lot of times you're just listening to these ladies talk about what they want, right? Or men should be doing this. And you even got some men talking about, well, a man should be this way. And if he's not, then this, and this. The whole idea of dating, courting, whatever you want to call it, however things are going, I don't think you guys understand that it doesn't really appeal to men anymore. Whether you want to, once again, whether you want to call it pursuing, whatever it might be, chasing women, the investment of it, the effort of it all, for what? For what? And that's what men are asking. Why are we doing this? What do we gain? What is the ROI on this? What is my return on it? Right? A lot of these modern women have turned courtship into some sort of like a jungle gym or like an obstacle course where, you have to climb through all of these hoops and you got to be the best soldier and keep on going. Even though, by the way, I'm not going to guarantee anything at the end. Keep on doing it because it's fun and people want to see it. And men just said, you know what? I'm not going to continue to do that. I'm not going to continue to be your, why don't you approach me at the bar? Because I'm not going to continue to be your entertainment. That's why.
So let me tell you something. Do you have lesbian money? Do you have lesbian money? If you don't have lesbian money, you shouldn't be dating.
I can answer that question for you, and the answer is no. The girls do not have lesbian money. They barely have straight girl money. Have you not seen the epidemic on this app about going 50-50 on a first date? These girls would cry if every time they went on a date, they had to pay half of it, let alone all of it in some cases. Oh my gosh. They would lose their mind. They can't afford it because unfortunately, some of these girls are asking these men for basics. You asking a man to get your hair, nails, lashes done? You don't have money, Bookie? You broke? What the heck's going on? A lot of the girls are broke and it's very unfortunate and they're still dating because for heterosexual women, they don't have to spend any money while dating. Dating, for the most part, is free for them. So they just do it whenever. But if the girls had any type of financial responsibility when it came to dating, we'd see a lot more single women than we already do.
Wait, hold on. You mean to tell me that there are women out there complaining that their man touches them too much? I'm sorry, I don't understand. That's like saying, my internet speeds are too fast. Or, all of this food is too delicious. It just doesn't make any sense to me because I would just be like, yes, 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 yes.
My earring. I got my earring. Thank you.
Interesting how the definition of violation seems to fluctuate depending on who's involved. Do you guys remember the DoorDash girl who pushed open the customer's door, recorded him while he was laying on his couch sleeping half naked, posted it on the internet, and then claimed that she was SA'd? I mean, how could you forget? The amount of women that were agreeing with her, saying that men were predators and they were disgusting and, you know, the whole 9 yards. Where are those women right now? Why aren't they calling women predators and disgusting? Why isn't this video viral yet? I got so many questions. I am yet to see these women speak out and talk about how terrible this is. So women are allowed to commit the same crimes, but not face the same consequences. Gotcha.
She said, I no longer date for free due to the behavior of men. American tennis player Sashaya Vickery, she revealed that she now requires a $1,000 pre-date deposit, citing past negative experience.
Let me ask you, does she sound insane?
At this point, we just need to wear badges that say, hi, I operate as a... I expect this to be more transactional than me really caring to get to know you. To me, that's the problem with everything that I'm seeing online.
Dog, dating is trial and error. You are gonna kiss a million frogs before you find your prince or your princess.
Or you shouldn't be kissing all these niggas.
1,000 frogs, $1,000.
I'm not giving them 50 cents. Yo, listen to what I'm saying.
At what date is there any expectation from a woman? Something she has to provide. There are no expectations.
I would say at least the way we show up physically. That's very important and it comes at a cost. So
what's the cost?
Hair done, nails done.
When you come to the table thinking that I'm so pretty or I'm so fire, that's all I have to be is pretty.
I think
I'm handsome too.
Oh my God.
Like,
I know I'm handsome too.
What you talking about?
And what brings you out here?
We're just having a girls' weekend, doing it big, partying, being wild, taking our clothes off and getting faced.
What really happens in Vegas? Because we all know the saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So tell me what really happens.
We cheat on our husbands. Facts. You open your legs and you love it.
One thing that people don't understand about being a woman in your 20s is how complicated regulating your emotions can be when there's so many new experiences, so many new people, and you're only just learning adulthood and what comes with it. As a woman, it can definitely be very complicated to understand how to be normal.
Translation, she's saying basically it's hard not to be a. That's it.
What's really embarrassing is that there are some women out there that genuinely believe that teaching children to be ignorant and prejudiced is actually balancing the scales for what men have done to women over thousands of years. They really seem to think that raising children to be just as ignorant as those men that they complain about is actually going to solve the problem. That's what's really embarrassing.
And you know, the more you listen to modern women talk, the more you understand why a lot of these guys have stopped factoring women into their future plans entirely. Where I'm going to live, where I'm going to spend my money, what I'm going to build. Modern women literally do not factor into a man's plans anymore at all. They don't even factor into the equation. And it's, that's because you're bitter. You need, no, I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. I'm not mad. It just, I've grown to the point of, just indifference. How come men don't protect? How come they just stand around? Just indifferent to it. I'm just, looking at you guys act a fool and then want me to step in every time. And I'm not doing that. Right? So at some point in time, modern women have to get their act together. And maybe, men are usually, if you give something to them, they're going to give something back to you, right? So if you start doing your part in these relationships, there's going to be a lot of men that would want to talk to you and be around you.
We have a right to be treated respectfully. We are unfortunately running out of time, but Peter, I just want to get one final thought from you. Are there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
Not particularly, and if there are some I don't like, I certainly wouldn't want them banned, but it always goes back to that old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist.
Peter Lloyd.
No, that's just obnoxious.
Peter Lloyd,
sorry,
okay, wait, I think we'll let you carry on.
That is ridiculous. No, hang on, I won't do your show again if you don't let me.
She was asking me, what is the greatest love story to guys?
And women, you won't like this because no guy's getting cheated on or over, but the greatest love story for guys is Rocky. And I'll tell you why. It's a story about a guy that had a dream. He had nothing, he didn't have a lot of money, and he met a girl, Adrian. And the whole time he was training to achieve this dream, Adrian just left him the alone. And at the very end, he fights in the world championship to Apollo. He loses, he's at his lowest point. He's beat up, he didn't achieve his dream, and Adrian is still there for him. She even says, she goes, "I'm right here, Rocky, I'm right here." Oh, it's beautiful, It was written by a guy. Can you imagine if Rocky was written by a woman? Jesus Christ, he'd never be champion, that's for sure. It would just be 2 hours of Adrian just nagging him, "Why you gotta go to the gym all the time? Ah, God, this dog's gross. Can you get a little teacup? Why you hang out with Mickey so much? Why don't you just Mickey? You like Mickey so much." The ending would be pretty similar though. Like at the end, again, Rocky would lose. He'd be at his lowest point, and then he'd call out, he'd go, "Adrian," and she'd go, "I'm right here, Rocky, I'm right here." And then he'd look, and then she would be over there with Apollo and go, "Oh, while you were working out, he was my true love, so I had to cheat on you, sorry." And then all the women would be like, "Yes, queen, live your truth, yes."
My man Godfrey just dropped a bar about why men don't pursue women the way they used to.
Gone are the days where a man would be like, "Hey, I think you're beautiful. I wanna get to know you."
Courting.
Courting. They don't court anymore, right? That's number one.
Because they don't want to go.
Yeah.
To court.
Number two.
Excellent. Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
That boy is good.
It was short, sweet, and right to the point. Because that is exactly why a lot of men are no longer courting. Because what is courting usually for? It's for marriage. And where does marriage lead you 50% of the time? That's right, you guessed it, court. So he is absolutely correct. And women are not understanding this. And there's way more to this, but I love how simple and to the point this was. So I just want to give a shout out to Godfrey for that, because that to me was a bar.
You need to pay attention to who her friends are.
I took some stupid advice from some of my girlfriends regarding a joke that they have done with their husbands. The joke is basically telling your partner that you want a divorce. I never wanted to do it and thought it was cruel to do, especially to someone you love. Stupidly, I did it last week, and my husband's reaction wasn't what I thought it would be. I honestly thought that he would try and talk to me or beg or make suggestions like my friends' partners had done, but he didn't. We had dinner and we were watching a movie when I told him, "I'm not happy anymore, and I think we should get a divorce." He looked at me for a couple of seconds, and I swear, it looked like something broke in his eyes. Came out with a bag and walked out of the house without saying a word to me.
All those female friends, if they were with guys that got this joke played on them where it was like, "I want a divorce and let's see how he reacts," and those guys stayed and just were like puppy dogs and, "Oh my God, you want a divorce? Well, what can I do?" and played the game exactly as all those guys are just being walked all over.
I'm just gonna say this because I know it's gonna piss some people off, but honestly, if it triggers you, good. If a woman cheats, it's usually not random. It's not one mistake. There are patterns, and no one wants to talk about them. So I'm going to give you 3 things that massively increase the chances a woman will cheat. Not always, but often enough that you should pay attention. First, low self-worth. I mean, she needs attention to feel okay. Like, she feels good when she's desired. She feels alive when someone's flirting with her. And when that attention dips in the relationship, she starts feeling empty. She'll just say, "I'm just talking. I didn't mean anything," but the truth is she was feeding something inside her. Second, she avoids emotional discomfort. This one is huge. She doesn't sit with loneliness. She doesn't sit with boredom. She doesn't sit with unmet needs. The moment things feel heavy, awkward, or emotionally dry, she looks for relief. Not resolution, relief. So instead of fixing the relationship, she distracts herself with a person, with attention, with a vibe. Third, porous boundaries. And this is the one people defend the hardest. She'll say, "I'm just friendly. I'm just being nice. I'm just a friend." But she's oversharing. She's emotionally intimate with other men. She's keeping doors cracked open, just in case. And cheating doesn't start with intention. It starts with no boundaries. If you don't protect the relationship, someone else will walk into it. Now listen, this is important. None of this makes cheating okay. Ever. Cheating is still a character issue. But if a woman has low self-worth, can't tolerate emotional discomfort, and has weak boundaries, the relationship is on a thin ice whether you want to admit it or not.
Isn't that men think that you like them if you're nice to them is because they can't fathom being nice to somebody they don't like?
I have a hot take too. and I don't think that a lot of individuals are going to like it, especially if you agreed with the drivel that was just uttered. I'm feeling a little spicy today, so let's have some fun. So, there is a very common belief, because I have heard that particular idea uttered numerous times. There does seem to be a lack of originality out there on social media. Some just keep repeating the same things over and over again as if somehow doing so will make it true. But that is not exactly how truth works, but I digress. So, if you actually believe that most men are going to automatically think that a woman likes him just because she is kind to him, because naturally, in your opinion, you seem to think that men would never be kind to someone that they don't like, well, obviously you have not encountered a great many men in this world, especially those that have manners. Because manners do seem to be almost going extinct among a lot of individuals. But the average man that has the average amount of manners is going to also be kind to someone that they don't necessarily know, because that is called just being considerate. And a lot of women don't take this into consideration because they themselves lack manners.
What is the minimum yearly income to be your future husband?
I'd say 100K. 500K.
500K? Even the liberal progressive woman demands a man make $500,000. Why 500K?
I'll be making pretty good money too. So
what are you going to do?
PhD in clinical psychology.
You're going to be a psychiatrist?
Psychiatrist or a clinical psychologist.
I don't think they make $500,000.
Well, no, they make, but if you play your cards right, you can make like 200 to 300K.
Okay, well, I mean, look, regardless of how much you make, you can still desire $500,000. But I thought the $500,000 was because you anticipate making this much, but it doesn't.
No, but I make like, not like I'll make like
so the
a
guy
lot
needs
less.
to 2x, 3x your earnings. Okay. That's like the top 1%, by the way. So you've closed your dating pool to 99% of men. Are you okay with that? And he also has to agree with you politically. He has to share values. You have to be attracted to him. All the other traits you care about.
The path that my boyfriend's
Can't be
going
gay,
on, he'll probably make that.
What is he going into finance or something?
Yeah, med school.
Ladies, let me give y'all some advice real quick, okay? When you first meet a man, do not ask him to pay your bills. It's going to make him feel like that's all you want from him, or he's going to put you in a broke category. When he take you on dates, do not be strolling through your phone the whole time, and do not talk about your ex at all, because he's going to feel like you're not that interested in him, okay? Do not post him or anything y'all do on social media, because it's not their business and he's not your man yet. From my understanding, men don't like when we address ourselves as alpha women, so we gotta stop that, ladies. He will notice how hard you work. He will notice how you take care of business, and he gonna notice all the things you do for yourself. Also, let me say this. If you go to him often for advice, and he notices you don't do what he say, you're gonna push him away, because he's gonna feel like you don't value his opinion, or he's gonna feel like you're not willing to listen to him.
You know what's crazy to me? Is you sit and, if you really listen, like these women some of these ladies are almost shocked. They're shocked, and they act surprised that men have stopped dealing with them, that men have stopped approaching, that men have stopped engaging with them. Like it came out of nowhere. And they know good and well it didn't. Men, you over here, let's go through the list. You over here rolling your eyes at men. Men you're embarrassing men, you're rejecting men, and it's not just the rejection, it's the way you reject a man. And then you're doing it out in public, and if it ain't public enough, then you're gonna put it out on TikTok. And you do that enough times, what are you expecting a man to do? Just stop engaging with you. That's what most people would do. Oh, this person, whether it's me that's a problem, whether it's them that's a problem, I'm not gonna go over there. Even nature does this. If they see something that's an issue, they learn not to keep on going over there. Period. End of story. Modern women today have made approaching dangerous. And they try to make men feel stupid for approaching. And men just adjusted to that. I'm thinking of one woman talking about calling a man 6'4" brokey or something like that. The man texted her after the date. It was actually a pretty good text that he said. He said, hey, it seemed like you didn't want children, and that's kind of something that I really, really want. So for that reason, I don't know if we're going to be a match. And even the women are reading the comment and like, that wasn't called for. That was rude. That was mean. I don't know where you came from. I don't know why you did that. The woman went off on him. Oh, I tried to hold my tongue, but you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't this, you ain't that. Stupidity. And you wonder why men don't want to be involved with you.
I honestly don't care if this is gonna come across as pick me girl. I'm telling you, stop listening to these dating coaches online. Most of these women are side chicks or escorts. And if you listen to these women with fully developed frontal lobe, you're gonna just laugh at this stupidity. These women are not giving you dating or relationship advices or even teaching you how to love better and how to be a better lover. They're simply teaching you how to manipulate someone into falling in love with you. And if you have to manipulate someone into falling in love with you, that's not love. That's abuse. That's manipulation. And that's wrong.
Only models, beautiful women, revealing women, they will always be desired by men.
Do they want to date you, or they just want to have?
They want to date us, but they won't want to marry you. They're not going to marry you.
Kind of contact.
And why did you reject them? Because they're f***ing simps. The only men who would propose to an girl is a man who doesn't respect himself, who's a simp. Naturally, you're going to reject it, obviously. No, it's 100% true. It's for multiple reasons. Number one, it's because promiscuity, they don't want to get diseases, they don't want a kid that's not theirs, but also, no, it's true. Diseases for what? For women who are promiscuous.
You do realize the industry, it's harder to catch an STI when you're working as a sex worker in the industry than it is to sleep with random people.
The people in like the trad industry, they all like because you guys don't test. You don't test for HPV.
Yes, we do. We test for everything.
You guys just assume that you all.
That's not true.
They do not test for.
I can show you my test right now. Go on my phone.
I mean, you can show me. Can you send the test results to the Instagram page?
Sure.
I mean, again, so do you want to read your results?
You were right.
It doesn't check for. It doesn't check for.
I'll show you though.
Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online, and even began attempting to blackmail me into having sex with her again. I don't know what you want me to say to you. I just want to move on from our relationship. We'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
Why?
Because you're a piece of Like, do you think we'll ever be able to see each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because you're like threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not. Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
The Turkey Tom allegations are some of the falsest false allegations I've ever seen. Turkey Tom is a commentary YouTuber who was recently accused of some heinous things by his most recent ex-girlfriend named Rowan. And even though I've enjoyed Tom's content, I was willing to unsubscribe forever, except for the fact that he completely debunked everything. Let's go over it. Tom provides receipts that she was the one who wanted to film, and he was the one who was actually paranoid about it. But when he finally consented, she was the one who always held the camera and was making eye contact with it. Also, I censored these text messages, but yes, they are both white, and she is using the N-word. And when it comes to sharing those videos, the only person who did that was Rowan, who sent them to the owner of Kiwi Farms, a man she's never met. Next, she accuses Tom of being too rough, but he shares some of the most unhinged texts I have ever seen, where she is clearly the one interested in rough endeavors, even wanting to call it that, which he does not like, and repeatedly asks her to stop, to the point that she asks if he was mad at her, and he was. She even says that she wants to start fights with him to try to get him angrier at her during these interactions. It honestly feels like she spent the entire relationship trying to bait him into making her a victim, and he refuses at every opportunity. The next claim she makes is that Tom encouraged her disordered issues with eating, which would be horrible if that was true. But Tom once again brings the receipts showing that he basically did the exact opposite of that, telling her to drink protein to put on more weight, saying he would still like her if she did gain more weight, reacting to pro-ED content with "that is a sickening image," and she accuses him of trying to get her into age play by buying her Hello Kitty pajamas. This one's probably the easiest to debunk because not only is Hello Kitty a perfectly fine adult interest, but Tom is also easily able to prove that she has a history of simply expressing that she likes Hello Kitty. Also, Rowan sent this picture of her room, and if you don't know what that movie poster is, don't Google it, just to know that Rowan is very weird for having that up. There's actually a lot more to this. You can watch Tom's full video here, but just wow. Honestly, Tom is very lucky because he had those receipts and happens to have a very massive supportive fan base. I don't think his life will actually be ruined, but if this happened to an average guy, especially one who doesn't save texts, these would be life-destroying accusations. I think we can learn a lot from Tom here. I don't want to victim blame, but he probably should have broken up with her several red flags ago, but at the same time, I don't really think that there was any timeline of the breakup where Rowan would not have done this. And this is so incredibly frustrating because these kinds of false accusations don't just harm the accused, but also every real victim who already faces so much scrutiny and disbelief when they come forward. I personally believe that Rowan should face jail time for this, and she's certainly lost the right to complain about not being believed about things in the future. I have a lot more I could say about this, but in closing, Rowan is a terrible person, Tom got incredibly lucky, and everyone else, Stay safe out there.
This lady got a question for us, fellas. Let's see if we can help her out.
Auntie's here and I got a question. Why are more women shoveling themselves out, digging themselves out? Where the men's at?
Okay, it is time to go outside and shovel some snow. Where's a man at when you need him? Because ain't no me around here. In New York, I never hardly had to do this because, of course, I had good neighbors. I should have kept that last guy I was dating.
I can't do another winter with no husband. This is the last winter I got in me without a husband.
I'm a single black woman in Chicago. Of course I have to go shovel my own snow. I'm a single woman in Chicago. So even my male friends don't even see if I need my snow shoveled or iced or anything because they think I got a list of dudes lined up and they don't want to do it so they don't look stupid because in case somebody else is cracking me.
I am 40 years old and at this big age, this is the very first time I had to shovel my porch, stairs, and walkway by myself. As a single mom, I'm at peace and I love my life. But it's moments like this that make me think to myself, it would be kinda nice to have a man around the house. But
I'm trying to be a good Samaritan and shove this hard. Like,
If you got a man and he out here shoveling your snow, sis, go in the kitchen and fix that mother plate. Stop playing. Stop it.
This is hilarious to me, so I guess y'all only need men when it's time to pick up the check and shovel snow. That's what I'm taking from this video. And it's so funny to me because that type of thinking is why these women are out there shoveling snow, because they don't understand the value of a man. And then these women are tripping. And one lady talked about something, she gonna find a husband by next year. Well, you look like you're in your 40s, maybe 50s, so if you ain't found one yet, I'm gonna bet that it ain't gonna happen next year either. And the other lady mad at her so-called male friends because they don't want to come shovel her snow.
What kind of shit is that?
Lady, that's not their job if that's your male friend. Why would you even expect them to do that? That is insane. But it's fine. I'm not here to give you women a speech or anything. I'm just here to answer the first lady's question. She asked, where are the men, or what are the men doing?
Just chill.
And excuse me, hello. I think the Valentine's Day is exposing the girls because why would I want to be in full-on lingerie, thigh straps and all of that, getting drunk with a whole bunch of women? And y'all talking about, oh, you have to wear lingerie. I can wear a cute little dress, a cute little 1-2, little 2-piece. I think some of y'all need to go ahead and come out that closet. The same closet that the men be hiding in, I think y'all need to come out the closet too. It's okay. It's 2026. Everybody is being themselves. Come out the closet, girl. You like your friend. That's why you be acting all crazy over her and possessive and stuff. Talking about, oh, it's Valentine's Day. If you don't have no man, come on, do the lingerie and do the... Girl, I'm not going to be in no lingerie with just women and we drinking all that alcohol. Where is my man?
I think one of the worst parts about being a man is paying for everything all the time. I think that's a pretty big one that I hate. Not only do we have to pay for everything all the time, but we're also not even allowed to complain about it. That's quite a move by the feminists. It's good work, you know? They're going, hey, pay for all of our shit and shut the f*** up about it. That's pretty impressive. Women in my life talk about my money like it's nothing. It's like, we should go to Miami again. I'm like, no, we shouldn't. Like, come on, you had fun. We danced, I sucked your dick. I'm like, yeah, pretty good deal for you. You know, about halfway through the trip, I was like, how about I suck my own dick? You pay for one thing. How about that? That'd be wild. You might think, hey, this guy's a but these jokes aren't for you, ladies. They're for your husbands and boyfriends. You know, they've earned it. Right? They paid for it. There's always some woman after the show. It's like, hey, I pay for all my stuff. I'm like, yeah, you're gross. I'm talking about you. Complaining about hot chicks. Not you. It's always like some lesbians. We have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay. There's no... You'll be homeless if you don't pay.
I don't make bitter content because I'm not bitter. I'm sorry I can't relate to you. Y'all be having 3 and 4 baby dads, all these kids running around, and then you want a high value man. What, after you washed up? Y'all be in your early 30s, late 20s, washed the up, coming on here just moaning about men. Nobody's gonna take you serious. You're the one they want for the night. Some of you already got like 100 bodies under y'all. What type of man want to take you serious? Who's taking you to their mom? Y'all act like men, y'all look like men, y'all dress like men, y'all smell like men, y'all drink like men, y'all curse like sellers. What are we talking about? Who's taking you serious? You don't even take yourself serious enough for a real man to come in and take you serious. Then y'all come on here and make bitter content and then go viral off of the bitter shit. Who's taking you serious? All I'm saying.
And you know, the thing that I don't think modern women give men enough credit for is men, they were good soldiers for a long, long time. They were gentlemen for a long, long time. But modern women continue to act stupid. Modern women continue to display the attitudes that you see in some of these clips. Because some of these clips, you know, you got some ladies that they understand and they say, hey man, I'm doing my best to try to pull back on that. I'm trying to be more accountable. So kudos to you for doing that, right? But a lot of men continue to be a gentleman. They continue to operate under the upbringing, and some still do. But a lot of men, I wouldn't call it being afraid, but they're just like, well, you know, I really want a companion, so I'm trying to cooperate. I'm trying to do what I need to do in order to get a wife, right? But you know, once again, men keep on seeing what's going on out here, and that changes the game completely for men. Instead of like, well, you know what? I mean, I'm going to do all of this, and I'm going to be alone, and then I'm not going to have any money, right? And so men just kind of started accepting what it was. Men just started kind of accepting the reality of everything. And they said, well, these modern women are going to keep on using me anyway. So, oh, you bitter, you hurt. I was at one time. I was bitter. I was hurt at one time, until I started sitting with myself, until I said, hey, man, why am I afraid to be alone? Thought about it, you know, and said, hey, man, in order for me to get better, let me go ahead and put all of this into practice and into action, right? I don't want to be alone. I want to hang around some people, start going on boys trips, or trips with the guys. Hey, let's go over here. Hey man, we can't go. We got this going on. We got that going on. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm going to go by myself. So some of these guys, and that's where you get the passport bros from. Some of these guys are going over there by themselves, and they're having such a great time. And at first it's awkward, but they keep on doing it. It's like, man, I'm gonna go over here. And then I'm thinking of one of my friends right now. NBA, sat right beside me when we used to work in the office. Good dude. Man, you be checking his social media. Brother be over in China. He be over in different parts. He was like, man, where's he at now? Just chilling, man. Just doing my thing. Taking it easy on myself. Not afraid to do it because I want to experience different parts of life. And you fool around and go to these different parts in different areas. And then that's when you get, oh, I found a pretty young lady over here. And I just talked to her and I said, well, you know, check this out. I'm from the US. I'm going to go home. Hey, get my number. Maybe we can talk on WhatsApp, or maybe we can talk over the internet. And they start talking, and he come over there, and they spend a little bit of time together. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
99% of women will respond to you if you ask them what their Cash App is. It's a lot of out here sending women money just for being women. So in my free time, I like to hit up random girls, ask them what their Cash App is. Once they respond within that 1 to 2 second time frame, request $2,000, and I move on with my life. It's just something about this individual getting so happy, thinking they're about to get some money for nothing, just for a nigga like me to request $2,000. You got your hopes up for nothing. Sometimes they laugh at it, other times they get angry and block me. Regardless, I got my entertainment.
So all the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life? I have to disagree. I do not think that if a woman that you so desired was available to you, you would choose peace over commitment, sex, good meals with conversation, and things like that. So I'm gonna call your bluff.
Ideally, guys want they want a good woman and they want peace. They want both, right? The idea is that they would have a good woman who brings them peace, right? Not some, trashy, run the mouth, complain, nag, who doesn't bring them peace. Like in that case, they would rather just have the peace, honey.
What'd you make, babe?
What did I make?
Yeah.
I did a lot. So I made a mini sourdough loaf. It was like that big. And I was really worried it wasn't going to work, but it did. Because my starter wasn't active. But I did it with burrata. And then I made potatoes and a strip steak for myself. And potatoes and a skirt steak for you. And asparagus. Right on time.
Number 1. You felt calm, but not the spark. You felt calm. Maynard, he's a good man.
Right.
He's a good man. So the guy from your past, when you say, I didn't feel the spark, but you felt calm, you felt relaxed, it seemed very intentional, and you moved on and didn't find what you're looking for, and now it's 4, 5, 8 years after the fact, that was a sign that you
That was your him. That was your him.
Because remember, not all guys are going to bring that peace and calmness out of you. So if he does, and because you don't feel the Hollywood, Disney World, social media spark that everybody tells you supposed to be there, you assume that you couldn't have grown into that. You couldn't have grown to appreciate him. You couldn't have grown to even really love him. But because you didn't feel that little, like you said, immature Disney World spark.
Butterflies, which is really nervousness. That's not, calm is good. Calm means safe.
Yes. Facts. Number 2, he treated you better than anyone before. I can't tell you how many ladies talked about, he did everything right. He treated me the best that I've ever been treated, and you still ain't with him. What the hell? You still
let him go.
Oh, are you saying that pretty privileged women are weak?
Most of them, yes. Most of them. That's why when you hear the baddie buzzword, most baddies are because all they have to offer is their body. It's weak. It's an easy way to do life, but it's a weak way to do life. And I don't feel bad for saying it. It's just the truth. And no shots fired. Look, do you, boo? Get it how you live it. I'm not here to judge you. Live your life. However, it's the weak way. It's the easy way. It's not the narrow road. Not taking into account, I don't think that they're taking into account the spiritual warfare that actually starts happening, the way that they have to battle that spiritual demon, which is very expensive. Can't afford it. But I think that when you're really beautiful, you're lazy.
I think it's a really raw deal for men that we are going to hold men to this masculine standard while we hold women to absolutely no standard whatsoever. It's 100% okay for even feminist or 50-50 equality women to say men should. But it's clearly, whoa, the moment you say women should, now we're getting into sexism. Now we're getting into misogyny. But women, even equality feminist women, men should pay for dates. Men should be chivalrous. Men should protect me. Men's roles are static. Men have to, up front, be trad. But women get to reserve that until marriage. And even then, a lot of these married chicks, the married liberal chicks, they ain't doing that. I don't think it's going to go over very well, especially with more traditional leaning women, if men started to say, I'm not going to protect you, I'm not going to provide, I'm not going to pay for dates, I'm not going to even be masculine until we're married. That's not going to fly with women. But women can say, I'm not going to be submissive, we're going to be 50-50, I'm not going to cook, I'm not going to clean, you just want a mom. Maybe in marriage you'll get that, and it's still negotiable.
If you leave a woman alone for a week, she will be getting fed from somewhere else. I really liked Jason. We were seeing each other like beginning stages. All I knew was Jason. I was thinking he's perfect, he's sweet to me, he does everything right. Jason had to go out of town for a week, okay? So we didn't talk for a week. Rob, he comes into the story. Rob texts me every day. He sees me multiple times throughout the week. Feels so special and perfect. I forgot Jason existed. I forgot. Jason was gone. Jason comes back. I literally am like, what? Jason who? Because Rob is the one who's there for me. If you leave a woman alone in a vacuum, she will be sucked somewhere else.
So this guy goes on a trip for 7 days and you forget he existed. This is not a woman issue. This is a you issue, woman. This kind of advice makes you paranoid for no reason. If you believe every woman is one missed text away, one work trip away from replacing you, you are never going to be happy. You are never going to be in a state of peace because women are not like this. This is not normal behavior. This is promiscuous behavior, and this is a trauma response. This is the kind of woman that would ruin your life. It's not the kind of woman you could build something with. You should not need to babysit a woman's attention in order for you to keep her. And if you do need to do that, you never had her.
You know what's funny is, and even in the undertones of everything, you hear women wanting men to step up. Why don't you step up? Why don't you do this? We need men to do this, 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 and this. But it seems like every time a man steps up, a woman turns him down. And they keep on turning the man down because they think they have a lot of options, is really what it is. It don't matter if the guy is respectful. It don't matter if the guy plans the date. It don't matter if the guy shows real interest. These modern women are passing on men that are in their league. Oh, he's not exciting enough. He's not tall enough. He don't make enough money. And then they wonder why men stop stepping up and being men. Because y'all are losers. I'm not going to keep on stepping up in front of a loser and wasting my time. Period. End of story. I'm not going to keep on hanging around you guys. I don't know if you guys understand it. I know you got a nice little job, but mentally, you don't have a whole lot going on. And I don't think anybody ever told you that.